Welcome to TradeTheMBI.com. Live dot alerts, real-time trading signals, email, text, straight to your phone, email. You've logged on to our website. You've come to the dot fractal buy setups for our dots. If you scroll down all the way below where you just linked for this video, you're going to find where you're going to be filling in your information. I'm going to show you how it's secure, safe to have either your email or your text. Make sure you read the disclaimer. You're going to need that in order to be able to move forward, because it's going to send you back if you don't fill in all the fields. Now, these are some of the stocks that we're starting out with here on the alerts. What is an alert? Well, on my screens, I get these dots that pop up from my fractal buy setups. We then convert these dots into a email that goes to our server, and you can see it's just hundreds and hundreds of them as they're triggered for all the different time frames. And so what we get is an email, and this is what will come to you. It'll tell you it's from TradeTheMBI. It'll give you a subject. It'll tell you it's Apple, 10-minute, tell you whether it's a trend model, green dot, and then it will say it's from MBI.alerts or alerts at TradeTheMBI. None of your information is exposed to anyone, anywhere. Completely safe and discreet. Then we go to the taglines. It's going to say it's a radar alert for Apple 10-minute trend model. The trend has turned green. Great. We knew it was red, now it's green. So then it tells you what time it occurred, and then also you're going to get the price, the close of that bar, so that you know where to trade off and you know what to look for your profit and or your stop. So going back to our chart, this is what I would typically get. Now, when you look at that time frame, it says 10:50. However, on my email, it says 7:50. I'm West Coast. If you're East Coast, you're going to have to make the time adjustment. That's just the way it is. I wanted to point it out. But when you get the other signals, you'll see them. They'll say Apple. It may say 15-minute case in this one, green dot, so that let you know that this is a green dot buy, as opposed to an orange dot or some of the others. They'll all tell you in their info line what you have to do with them. Now, from our alert setup, this is our radar screen. It gives us all the different stocks, all the different time frames. It's going to constantly be growing, so you'll always want to check back for new additional availability. But when we look at our overall screen, and say this case we go to an Apple 78-minute, normally what I would do is start putting in the different trend lines in that, but you're just going to get this email, and it's going to give you a timestamp. It's going to give you a close. What are you going to do with that? Well, what you're going to have to do is take this email and say, okay, fine, let's go through the information that it's providing for me. I've got an entry from the close that's listed on that email. I have a projection to the upside and downside. So how do I calculate that? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at it. It's going to say orange dot buy. Our up target is our close plus the ATR times 1.2, and the stop is the ATR times 2. Then a little further over there it says trend is green. That's all fine and dandy. With what's an ATR? Well, that's an important question. Let's talk about it. It's just how much a stock moves in a given day, and then that's averaged over at X number of periods, and the standard is 14. And that's all you need to do. And then you're saying to yourself, well, what if I don't have a platform? I'm not in front of a computer. Can I still trade these alerts? Yes, you can. And let me show you how. Free available website, freestockcharts.com. You can go there. I'm showing you live right here how I did it. Same setup. You can go ahead, click the stock, put in an indicator, in this case the ATR. It's going to be standardized at the 14 period. It already shows it on there. And then you can adjust the different times. Now, you could do this at the beginning of the day, middle of the day, whenever, and you'll know what the ATR is, so that when these alerts start coming through, you've already got a heads up as to how much you need to be thinking about adding. And it's going to be different for each stock that we offer on the setups. So back to our Apple 78-minute chart here. We can see that the ATR, a little over 9.5 points. Fine. Let's go ahead and just do some basic math. We slide it in there. We've got our email. The close price is already there for us. We know that we need to add 1.2 times the ATR. It's actually 1.23. Yes, it is a Fibonacci number. So 961 comes out to 1187 added to our upside. There you have it. 571.68 was our up target. Our stop is set at 540. You're done. You can pre-set these into whatever platform you have. So 10-15-minute alerts, bam, you're in and out of 6 bars. 30-minute, you can extend a trade for a more safe way to go. 78-minute, you're a swing trader, and you're doing it with more confidence. So you don't have to stay stuck to your computer. So this is a completely new way to trade. It's trading the future today. As always, trade well.